Good evening, and how are you this evening? My name is Super Waroe. Karibu katika kipindi cha Ask the Ministers of God. We mark the beginning of a new journey, of a new phase in this particular season. In the past, it has been you sending us questions, but this season, we come right where you are. Our presenter, Laura Nair, will be speaking to us shortly, but just before that, let us engage with the men of God seated here, ready, anointed to answer your questions. We tackle the topic, drug abuse. Over to you on my extreme left.
Hello, good evening. Mambo, I'm Pastor Kolo, and welcome to the show.
I'm glad to be here. This is Pastor Phil Kirui, and I believe you're going to have a good time just to talk about drugs and stuff like that. Karibuni sana.
All right, asante sana, karibuni pia. Young people, call each other, tell them to hook in right here or to join us, because we're talking about drug abuse. You know, psychiatrists say that mental illnesses lead to drug abuse, while others would argue drug abuse leads to mental illness. Just which is which? Just before we get to the men of God to answer these and more questions, over to you, Nell Laura.
Yes, Super. Yes, I can hear you very loud and clear. Niko hapa Nakuru na leo tunatembea tukipata maswali zenye watu wangependa kuuliza ministers wetu hapa kwenye studio. So I hope wako ready kwa hizi maswali, na watu wako very willing to ask them, na tunangoja tu matokeo yenyu.
All right. Thank you very much, Laura Nell, right there in the streets. And she'll be coming to you. Kwa hivyo kifika kwako, be strong. Answer the questions you want to ask. Or rather, ask the questions you want to ask about drug abuse. I'll be joining the men of God right here. And we are excited that you're part of this show. Today, we get to deal with this very huge elephant in the room. Drug abuse and more drug abuse. Our young people going in the wrong direction. And, you know, just like never before, we can attest that this is the season or the time that drugs have been abused the most by our young people. Najua mko hapa kwanza, all looking glorious, Pastor Philo with your collar, and
We are serious about this.
We've got to break this
right.
bondage.
Yeah.
And Pastor Kolo over there, and we want to begin kwanza tujue. Your youth pastors, right?
Yeah.
Which churches?
AIC Rafiki.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa, we begin with you. Did you ever abuse drugs? At any point, ushawahi pengine kuchapa kapafu kamoja, ushawahi pengine kuchukua na mchezo kidogo na pombe changa, poppy. Siku hizi ziko nyingi
Hey. Hizo ni mimi. Hizo zote. Yeah, thank you for that wonderful question. I think first of all, I've never abused drugs. Ile kitu nimeifanya ni kutengeneza gazeti. Nimeivuta sigara ya gazeti, yeah? And I know kama hujaifanya hivyo then unadanganya. I think hiyo ndo nilianza nayo. You know, taking a puff, you roll it and then you take the raw smoke. But I think ever in my life I once smoked okay. Na sikuwa nimeokoka, so don't hold this against me.
No, it's okay. You know the Bible says we are letters to be read.
Yeah.
So our experiences are really important for that young person. Kuna asi yuko peke yangu.
Yeah. Nilikuwa na mtu ambaye alikuwa anavuta fegi na so akaangusha na ilikuwa sportsman. Sasa unajua sportsman wakati
wenzi gani? Unajua sportsman, when you talk about sportsman,
yes,
that's a serious issue.
Just before they were phased out. So like nilikuwa mdogo. Si ati nilikuwa natoshana hivi, nilikuwa mdogo. So like that wanting to, how does it taste? Alafu unajua kuna ile design yenye anaishika anaishika hivi, alafu alafu anaongea anafanya hivi. I just wanted to feel that. Alafu anatolea kwa mapua. I tried that. Nilikohoa and thank God sikuwairudia tena. So I think
there's something about maybe when you see someone doing drugs, when you're younger, unahisi, ningependa kujaribu pia.
Yeah.
All right. We will not hold that against you.
Amen.
You are sanctified and washed.
Amen.
But nevertheless, someone watching, you're not out of the world. Pastor Kirui,
yes.
Reverend, anointed for this generation.
Super, yes.
Yeah, what is your experience yako ni gani? Vijana wana watch sasa hivi. Na kuna wale wanatumia drugs.
Okay.
Now they are like, maybe sisi ni wabaya, nyinyi ni wazuri, sisi hatuwezi toka, mimi siwezi toka, hii kitu imenishika kabisa, imenifunga. Ever used drugs? Ever experienced?
Let me say that I grew up as any other young person. And pressure ilikuwa Z. And I thank God that I didn't do the hard stuff, cocaine, brown sugar, but I actually had many friends who actually did that, and people who I testify right now tuliwazika kitambo. The farthest I went was alcohol. Mimi nilichapa alcohol, the kali ones and everything, through high school and stuff like that, and fegi ilikuwa tu kama hiyo akolo hiyo tu nilikohoa nikasema that's not my life.
but you really did alcohol.
I did alcohol. I did alcohol. Should I say that things like kuber hizo tulipiganga hiyo tukiwa high school, unakaa pale ni kama hujalewa lakini umelewa.
Uko kwa class?
Yes. Kwa class.
But kuber ni ile mtu anakula something
you roll it in your tongue.
Oh.
Yeah. So
what is the effect of kuber?
Should I say it just makes you feel like high? It makes you feel like high. That time. But to be honest, it was bad. It's something that smells very bad.
Okay.
After I wonder how we used to do that.
Nevertheless,
it was peer pressure.
Okay, that's where I want us to go to before we just get over to Nell, and she's telling us what wako tayari na maswali. I want to understand.
Yes.
Why would what made you use the drugs or abuse the drugs? Let me not use the use, it's abuse.
Okay.
What made you abuse the drugs that you abused? A young person is watching, they're desperate, they need help, and your answers are very vital. Kuna mtu hapo anasikiza, and what made them abuse drugs? What made you abuse drugs?
First, I just talked about peer pressure. It is the
mkiwa shule. How old were you guys when you were saying you started smoking sijua kapepa? 3 years, 5 years.
Are you in class 5? Unajua class 5, class 7. Class 5.
Hey, okay.
What else can you do at home?
Oh my God. Let's say from class 8, one thing, peer pressure. Is to unajua watoto wanakuja wamepata wengine, some of the kids their parents were taking alcohol, wazazi wanachapale alcohol, these kids wanaonja sema by the filo shaonja hii kitu, yeah iko fiti, so kulikuwa na issue of peer pressure. Secondly, in high school, pocket money, ukiwa na enough to waste, simnenda club. And for you to be able to do any crazy thing, you cannot do it in your sober mind. So for us, we used to use it, to inatuchangamsha, so that
you
can
be able to feel cool, used to feel
it's
easy.
like a feeling of coolness. And also sports. Sometimes for those guys who are in the rugby, unaona wale walikuwa na take ndom, that is a bang. Wale walikuwa na take hizo brown sugar, is like inakupatia unusual energy level. So that you see somebody anakam mdogo lakini zile tunafanya ni wazimu. So yeah, it actually confuses your system.
So you're there, you're watching us from home mahali ulipo. Let us just be clear. We are putting everything down just to help you. Kwa hivyo tegea, skiza, janjaruka, drugs will never be the solution for you, but we need to understand more. So over to you, Nell. Umewapata wale ambao wako na maswali?
Kwa majina naitwa George Omwembe. Na mimi ni mkazi wa hapa Shabab. Na nafanya kazi hapa Shabab. Lakini nimekuwa na swali kuhusu wachungaji. Ya kwamba inakuwa aje mtu akikunywa chai. Anasema asipokunywa chai anasikia kichwa inamuuma. Hiyo inamaanisha nini? Jambo lingine, inakuwaje mtu anaamka leo hivi anaanza kujiingiza kwa mambo ya kuvutaji sigara, kuvuta bangi na mambo kadha wa kadha. Nini? What is the cause? Wachungaji wanaweza kutujibu, watuambie nini inafanya. Watueleze tuweze kujua. Hiyo ndio swali yangu.
Well, thank you very much, Nell. Hapo umeona mzee ambaye anauliza swali ambalo ni la actually 2 questions. And he'd ask, yeye akiamka akose kunywa chai anaumwa na kichwa. Ya pili, why would someone just wake up, take drugs? Mshatuambia ti drugs, they have the most negative effect on anyone.
Yeah.
Yani vijana, mbona tu waingie kwa drug, wanze kusi abuse, you know? And maybe just to begin over from here, Pastor Kolo, I mean, miamka tu hivi niende nitafute kuber. Kwa nini?
Okay, I think it doesn't just happen. Haifanyikangi ati atuamke hivyo. Of course you woke up one day and then you came across somebody. There has to be external influence. Lazima kuna mtu amekuinfluence mahali. Kuna peer pressure. Kuna watu mnatembea na wao. I remember I was in high school. I grew up in Eldoret. And if you know, kuna uwanja fulani huko, okay, on your way to Ruma, Raipla, it's a uwanja kubwa sana, almost ni community. Mnazunguka bike nini, ukirudi unapata msa ameshikilia kafe. Si unishikilie hivi niende round moja, unajua. Yani hata unajua umeshikilia figi. I remember one time nilikuwa jamaa ameniambia nishikilie, ilikuwa ni okay, tulikuwa tunaita bi kubwa. So bi kubwa, watu wa bi kubwa. So yani nimekashikilia hivi, unakadunga hivi, sema unakafanyia, kuna design yenye wana kakitu fulani, si kwa ivuta. So like unajikutanga yani unajikuta sijui shetani anatokanga wapi. I think kuna shetani fulani, of course, but I think ile shida kubwa hapo ni peer pressure. Unapata mabeshte zako, alafu ile hali ya kudanganya kwamba unajua ukiwa na stress, and I think the major problem ni stress, kwamba ukiwa na stress utapata, na ukipata hiyo kakitu itakutuliza, ama ukisikia ukolo venye Filo amesema ati ukiwekelea kuber kuna venye una feel uko high. Ukienda kucheza ball, si footballer, mimi ni footballer by the way, as in sikupata chance ya kwenda juu, lakini unavuta, ukiingia field unafagia kila mtu, unaona.
So make
yeah all these na zinatokana na your age group, you know, watu wenye mnani na wao.
So on that point, you'd say peer pressure, stress, and maybe just mention one and we get to the next question.
I think the adverts kuna venye you know, unacheki Devil kuna vile huwa na brand product yake.
Yes.
Sasa ukicheki vile product ya drugs huwa zinafanywa. Alcohol. Bia imora kama sijui Simba. Unaangalia vile wale majamati wanapati ati you know, kapombe kanaletwa hapo.
Alafu wanakuanga wameunga, they're looking good, masculine, the ladies are looking fly. So unapata as young people tunaangalia pale tunasema wow, this is the thing. So it's like ukiangalia kama you know, it's like because church is a brand, what is fun. Devil tayari ametake control, amepaint picture ya fun ni kukunywa mapombe na everything. But the truth is, ukishaikunywa hata utakuwa mtaro au utakuwa pale ukipare.
Absolutely. So hata angalia advertisements. Milioni moja ilikuwa inasema ati when I can bold, don't drink and drive, drink and fly. Vitu kama hizo.
And you go flying.
Yeah, you go flying. Alafu hapo chini na ni small cups. Excessive alcohol consumption is harmful to, you know, zinaandikwa in very tiny, lakini the big one. So we are visual oriented. Tunaona mtu amepiga kwa poster, ana puff na make fiti. So we imagine that even the superstars in the movies, unaangalia kwa teli, you see ukiangalia kina those guys, the who is who, unaona wana puff. So it's like, let me say,
so they sell their product. It is packaged in a way where it can lie to you.
They're selling a lie. Actually, they're selling a lie. You see,
it's smooth operation.
Yeah. As you say, as you're trying to bring
my
this
director over there saying we've got a mini bacolo. This one is hot. You've got to save them.
Yeah, like when they show you the other side of like it brings out the power in you, it activates you. Na hiyo sauti kubwa. There was a guy called Michael Power. Unajua, lakini angalia hapo nje. Hapo kando tu kwa mtaro hapo, as in look at the families, look at the people who are dying of accidents and all that. But so for me it's a lie they are selling.
Yes. I'd say a lie. That is where they come from. And we'll be right back after the break, heated right here on Ask the Ministers of God. Are you calling your friends to tune in? Today we are getting solutions to drug abuse. My name is Super Waroi. Don't touch that dial.